Judge Rinder is best known for his sharp tongue and fair decisions on his legal TV reality show. But on tonight's Who Do You Think You Are? Judge Rinder looks into his Polish and Latvian roots, and how his family survived the Nazi regime. Rinder's Polish-born grandfather Morris Malenicki was the only member of his immediate family to survive the atrocities in Germany. He was forced to work as labor in a factory in a number of towns in Germany, and Rinder recently spoke to TV Times about his journey on the show, and how one moment has impacted his life. The 40-year-old began the interview by saying, "I studied history at university, but it is different having been in the presence of someone who lived under the chokehold of tyranny." He went on to open up about his family and the effect the Holocaust had on their dynamic. "I still have 3 grandparents alive and in their 90s, I'm so lucky, and I knew my grandfather Morris until he died when I was 23. We spent a lot of time together, but he never sat down to tell us what happened. The Holocaust was an unforgettable shadow on the family, as my grandfather would behave in eccentric and challenging ways because of what he'd been through. When he died, we found in his drawers little handkerchiefs with food in them and a library of books about the Third Reich." Rinder was then asked about his grandfather Morris being sent to a concentration camp in Schlieffen, Germany. He explained, "There was a biting cold and I could imagine my grandfather there in ragged clothing. I met his friend Ben who had been with him there, and it was incredible when he told me what my grandfather looked like when he first saw him." Rinder explained, "That moment changed my life. The most powerful moment was when Ben said to me, 'Let's walk out of there together.'" He also explained that his grandfather faked his birthday to make him young enough to be part of the scheme because he needed to be a wheeler dealer. Later in the interview, he spoke about his upcoming projects, revealing, "I have some projects in the new year, perhaps a chat show. We don't know. There will also be more Judge Rinder, which I love every day of, and some more crime stories, which people seem to enjoy." Last week's edition of Who Do You Think You Are? Saw JLS star Marvin Humes dive into the history of his ancestors. During the show, Martin found out that one of his family members was awarded £53 and 3 shillings for the sale of 2 persons. This money was given to people who owned slaves, and these 2 people were enslaved on his property at Comfort Hall. He was told. Stunned, Marvin repeated, "We know John was a black man, and now you're informing me he had 2 slaves." A little lost for words, he added, "Wow, this has taken a turn." Who Do You Think You Are? Continues Mondays at 9 p.m. on BBC One.